Successfully juggling through your many tasks while trying to be the best version of yourself can be one of the most rewarding experiences of life, yet a rather daunting task. Now join Cresta Durojaiye, Africa's leading productivity expert and life strategist, as she equips and empowers you with practical tools that bring organization and structure to help you be more efficient and live your best life possible. If you struggle with pulling it all together and need someone to handhold you through the process, this is the podcast for you. You're listening to Life Lessons with Cresta Durojaiye.
Hello and welcome to another week of the Life Lessons podcast. This week we're going to be looking at the Productivity Brilliance. And in simple terms, it is the light or radiance that you emit by being the best productive version of yourself. Now, in other words, this means showcasing the best productive version of you that eventually sparks brilliance. Now, another way of couching it could also be the intense presence or the aura of fragrance that a person exudes when, they are their best productive selves. Now, brilliance, generally speaking, is the intense brightness or light. And I dare say that it is difficult to talk about brilliance of any sort without categorically mentioning that there is an extra hint or touch or zest that being your highest productive self contributes to the quality of the sum total of who you are as a person. Therefore, it is only when you are showcasing the best version of yourself possible that you can categorically say you emit brilliance. Yes. Now, first things first, there is really and truly no way absolutely no way that you can showcase any degree of brilliance whatsoever without being productive. Productivity breeds brilliance, and it is therefore a core ingredient of excellence or brilliance. Now, being a productive person sparks brilliance that in turn commands positive attention. You cannot miss it. You cannot avoid it. Brilliance, on the other hand, is like the icing or the cherry on the cake of your consistent productivity lifestyle. It is therefore apparent that, being the best productive version of yourself positively impacts on the quality of brilliance that you show as an individual. It completely, totally transforms you from being a regular, person or emitting a regular beam of light. It begins to showcase a stronger sheen that cannot be missed or overlooked easily because you stand out. And it's like you're the cream of the pack. Now, from my point of view, showcasing productivity brilliance is great, yes. But you know what is even greater? I have learned to encourage myself and those I mentor to aim and push to go beyond what is generally expected. As in, go over and beyond the call of duty to radiate brilliance. Normal performance is like the way it sounds, normal, and it doesn't command attention or carry the standout factor stamp. That special stamp that stands you out from any and everyone or situation. Now, our level of productivity must get to that stage where we begin to exude that extra brilliance that makes us exceptional and causes us to, completely stand out in radiance. Now, the quality and the effect should be so intense that it gives that, eye-blinding radiance that just automatically shuts everything down, but allows you to stand out regardless of where you find yourself, that you will always go unnoticed. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you categorically say that you are working or living or breathing your productivity brilliance. Now, how do you work in your productivity brilliance? If we are indeed working in our productivity brilliance, people shouldn't spend up to an hour with us without sensing or feeling or, seeing it all around us. It should practically flow in our bloodstreams. We should breathe it. We should live it. Now, you want to hear the truth? You should actually be dripping and licking it everywhere you go, because that's the sum total of who you are. People should actually be, able to point it out and over time refer to you as being its identity label. Now, we should be more intentional about this work in productivity brilliance, because it has to be intense. It's not a one day, thing. So one day shouldn't pass by without you engaging in one aspect of productivity that will lead you to shine in the best way possible. Now, we should always find you putting, one building block over the other with each day that passes until you gradually become the best version of yourself possible. And in doing this, you know what? You are daily radiating and leaking your productivity brilliance everywhere you go. And you tend to begin to leave trails and traces on the paths of life for other people coming along to see and also be guided along their journey. So in a nutshell, you cannot say you're working in your productivity brilliance if you're not being the best version of yourself. And being the best version of yourself, like I would always say, just means doing the best you can do at every point in time concerning everything that you find yourself involved in. And I believe that if we all begin to walk in this path, within a short while, you would see brilliance all over the place. And when all of that brilliance comes together, it brings about a huge spark that brings about change, transformation, and phenomenal impact. So I will leave you with this, and I would say, begin to pick at everything that you find yourself doing and check to see that you are being the best productive self ever, that you are doing the best that you can do. I would encourage you, just take baby steps every day. And over time, you'll find out that you've made an appreciable progress. And the more you do that, the more you radiate brilliance, and the more you begin to impact your brilliance on all around you. This will be a good way to go into your week and try it out, work through it, and let's see how it goes. And don't forget to drop a comment, because other people will need to see to equally become their best productive selves, working in their productivity brilliance. So have an amazing week and show your brilliance this week whilst being your best productive self. Cheers.
If you enjoyed this episode of Life Lessons with Cresta Durojaiye, now don't forget to leave a comment and, of course, share with those you love.